Hey everybody, Chris here and welcome to my Blu-ray update, and today I'll be reviewing the second half of the Harry Potter films on 4K Blu-ray, which is for Half-Blood Prince as well as Deathly Hallows Part 2. If you want to check out my reviews for the first half of the Harry Potter films on 4K, which is for Order of the Phoenix as well as Deathly Hallows Part 1, you can definitely see it on my YouTube channel. So Half-Blood Prince as well as Deathly Hallows Part 2 was shot on Super 35 film and it was mastered to a 2K digital intermediate, which means it's been upscaled for this release and given a new HDR color grading pass. So when I did a comparison with Half-Blood Prince and Order of the Phoenix, I noticed that the grain is a bit more visible for the Half-Blood Prince presentation, and grain is always a great thing for film because you want to see the fine details. And I couldn't tell some of the fine details with Order of the Phoenix. It was a bit more smooth. But with Half-Blood Prince, I was able to check out some of those fine details perfectly for this 4K presentation. So besides the grain being intact for Half-Blood Prince, the overall presentation looks really nice in 4K when comparing it to the regular Blu-ray editions, and great black levels. And it's just more vivid, when you compare it to the Blu-ray. Blu-ray was great, and it's still great today, but 4K takes it a few steps further, you know what I mean? And just looks really nice in 4K. I think fans will definitely be pleased with this presentation. For Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, the 4K version also has a bit more grain when I did a comparison to Part 1 of Deathly Hallows. And I'm always pleased. I'm a huge fan of grain because you want to see the fine details. When you don't have grain, everything looks smooth, almost like wax figure-y type. If you want to see a transfer, a DNR, a horribly transferred version of a movie, check out Predator Ultimate Hunter Edition. And a lot of people like DNR because they think it looks smooth and clean. But the problem is, sure, it looks smooth and clean, but you can't see any of the fine details. And what good is it? I mean, if you're going to check out a film and if you appreciate cinema, you want to see the fine details. You don't want to, see faces that look like wax figures. So overall, I think fans will be pleased with the way Deathly Hallows Part 2 looks, but just note that this is a very dark film, and it's the darkest of all the other Harry Potter movies, of course. And the colors are a bit muted as well, but since HDR has been added to this dark film, the color palette looks a bit unnatural, just a small amount. Other than that, I think you'll be delighted to own this film on 4K. So besides the picture quality for these releases, you get a great plethora of special features, the same features that you would get with the Ultimate Collector's Edition. And a lot of people were asking about that, if those features from the Ultimate Collector's Edition will be ported over. And yes, they are. So this is a 3-disc set. So you get, of course, the 4K edition, and you get 2 Blu-ray discs. And you don't get any special features with the 4K disc. It's just the movies themselves. So if you want to access those special features, you got to check them out on disc 1 and disc 2 of the regular Blu-ray. So let's take a closer look as far as special features. So some of the features that you get with Half-Blood Prince is the maximum movie mode as well as focus points. Also creating the world of Harry Potter Part 6, and that one is on the magical effects. Plus Behind the Magic, J.K. Rowling A Year in the Life, close-ups with the cast of Harry Potter, and much more, of course, the teaser and theatrical trailer. And this film is presented in the aspect ratio of 2.40. This film also contains the DTS-X mix, and as far as my rating for the picture and audio quality, overall I'm going to rate this film a solid 5 out of 5. This looks absolutely beautiful on 4K. And for Deathly Hallows Part 2, you also get the maximum movie mode, focus points, and a final farewell from the cast and crew, as well as a whole host of other behind-the-scenes featurettes, one of which is creating the world of Harry Potter Part 8, Growing Up, which was exclusive, of course, for the Ultimate Collector's Edition. Plus, Behind the Magic, a conversation with J.K. Rowling and Daniel Radcliffe, the women of Harry Potter, the goblins of Gringotts, and much more. And of course, deleted scenes, theatrical trailer, the teaser trailer, and all that other good stuff. And this film is also presented in the aspect ratio of 2.40. And as far as my thoughts on the picture and audio quality, I'm going to rate the image a 4.5 out of 5, and I'm going to give the audio mix a solid 5 out of 5. And here's a shot of the discs for you. So of course the 4K disc for Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows Part 2, digital HD codes, and the third disc is underneath. So that's my review of the Harry Potter films on 4K, and be sure to look out for years 1 through 4 on 4K as well, which will be released sometime this year in 2017. So if you want to see my reviews for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which is the spin-off series of the Harry Potter films, and of course Order of the Phoenix and Deathly Hallows Part 1, definitely look out for my reviews on my channel. So thanks for taking a look, and I'll see you guys soon in my next update. Take care.